DVSA pulls you onto the weighbridge and walks round your load. 10 questions on weights, restraint and loading, the stuff that gets vehicles prohibited every single day. Would yours pass? Question 1. As a rule of thumb, forward restraint must be able to hold how much of the load's weight? A. Half the load's weight. B. The load's full weight. C. A quarter of the load's weight. The answer is B. The load's full weight. Emergency braking throws the load forward with roughly its full weight. Restraint plus headboard must match it. Question 2. The headboard's job is to do what? A. Block forward movement of the load. B. Improve aerodynamics. C. Support the number plate. The answer is A. Block forward movement of the load. A rated headboard is a key part of forward restraint. Load up against it where possible. Question 3. For stability, where should a heavy load be positioned? A. As far back as possible. B. As high as possible. C. Low down and spread evenly. The answer is C. Low down and spread evenly. Keep the center of gravity low and the weight spread, less rollover risk, no axle overloads. Question 4. Unloading from the rear first can cause what? A. An axle overload as weight shifts forward. B. Nothing, less weight is always safer. C. The trailer to lift. The answer is A. An axle overload as weight shifts forward. A diminishing load can overload the front or drive axle even though gross weight went down. Plan the unload order. Question 5. Who can be prosecuted if a vehicle is found overloaded? A. Only the operator. B. Both the driver and the operator. C. Only whoever loaded it. The answer is B. Both the driver and the operator. Driver and operator are both liable for overloading offenses. Question 6. The ministry plate shows what? A. The service history. B. The insurance details. C. The vehicle's maximum permitted weights. The answer is C. The vehicle's maximum permitted weights. Gross, train and axle limits, the numbers that define overloaded. Question 7. A wet or greasy trailer bed means the load needs what? A. More restraint, friction is doing less of the work. B. Less restraint. C. No change. The answer is A. More restraint, friction is doing less of the work. Friction does much of the holding. When it's reduced, add restraint. Question 8. A ratchet strap with cut or heavily frayed webbing should be what? A. Used doubled up. B. Taped and reused. C. Taken out of use and replaced. The answer is C. Taken out of use and replaced. Damaged webbing loses most of its strength. Condemn it. Question 9. When must your traveling height be displayed in the cab? A. When it exceeds 3 meters. B. Always, on every goods vehicle. C. Only with a container on. The answer is A. When it exceeds 3 meters. Over 3 meters the height must be shown in the cab, your main defense against bridge strikes. Question 10. A structural weight limit sign on a bridge applies when? A. Only when you're loaded. B. To every vehicle over the limit, loaded or empty. C. Only to abnormal loads. The answer is B. to every vehicle over the limit, loaded or empty. Structural limits protect the bridge, they apply to the vehicle's actual weight at all times. How was it? 0 to 4, strap it again and reread the guidance. 5 to 7, mostly secure. 8 or more, you're a loadmaster. Subscribe for a new quiz every week. Put yourself through the full mock, play Could You Pass, our free HGV theory practice test, link in the description. And the printable walkaround and defect packs are on Etsy, search transport templates.